I'm about to flip the script, flip the switch, magic trick, watch this, watch this. I'm about to make you trip, make you glitch, camera click, watch this, watch this. I put it like gold, check out the view, out with the old, and in with the new. I'm in my new era, I'm better in my new era, I'm better in my new era.
Good evening, everybody. A real warm welcome to you from the Midlands. We're at the Mattioli Wood Stadium for your PWR YouTube fix on a Saturday night. It is Leicester Tigers hosting Harlequins in round 6, and I'm delighted to say that I got Grace Dean alongside me. Gutted to say that you're not going to be out there on the field, but an injured Tiger. Let's get the prognosis first. How are you getting on with that knee?
Yeah, doing okay, thank you. I've got my surgery booked for the 15th, so I'm ready for the road to recovery.
Ready for the road to recovery. Ready to enjoy this contest tonight as well?
I can't wait. It's going to be an incredible game.
Okay, awesome. Right, so Grace is here, I'm here, you guys are here. Let's have a look at how things have been unfolding across the weekend, because this isn't the first action to have headed our way. That's how the table sits at the moment. And just a little bit of a note that the Gloucester-Hartpury Trailfinder score isn't inputted yet. That's still unfolding, but Gloucester-Hartpury were looking good to continue that undefeated streak. It's tight at the top. Leicester questing for their first point to the campaign. And Quins, semi-finalists last year, they're sat in 7th, but a win today and the right results around them, they could propel themselves up to 4th. So confirmation of how the menu looks this weekend in the PWR. Exeter Chiefs dusting the Bristol Bears at Sandy Park. Gloucester-Hartpury and Trailfinders are going to wrap things up very shortly. Our eyes are fixed here at Welford Road, and your Sunday service, 3 p.m, Saracens against Loughborough Lightning at the StoneX. That's going to be on iPlayer. As I said, all eyes fixed here for the 5:05 kickoff. Leicester Tigers hosting Harlequins, and we cannot wait. Right, Grace, the scene is set. We're here in the stand. We've been watching the teams warming up. We've been having quiet chats with everyone around as well. From a Leicester Tigers point of view, what's the importance of this match this evening?
I think this match is incremental to building the momentum that we want to see through the rest of the season. We've got something to prove. I think it's not been the start we would have wanted for this season. So yeah, this is a really important game for us.
Tangible improvements, though, in the last outing against Loughborough Lightning, particularly in that first half. So real sort of green shoots to build upon. Yeah,
no, absolutely. I think there are real opportunities in that Loughborough game that we haven't seen in other games, and it's having that bravery and that confidence that we were talking about earlier to just keep building, keep trying, and not lose momentum.
Tough prospect, though, with Harlequins. I mean, we're looking at their team sheet, and there is such stardust there as well. And this is a really mature side in PWR terms, former champions, no less. So, Tars don't get much taller, do they? No,
absolutely. And that is the beauty of the PWR. You have these world-class players competing, and they're really accessible. And then you have teams like us, like Leicester Tigers, that are still building, and with lots of debuts that we've got again today. And I think that just encompasses the PWR.
Okay, that's the word from Grace up here, but I caught a moment with the two head honchos as well before the floodlights came on. Ross Chisholm of Harlequins, but first Fraser Gocher of the Leicester Tigers. Fraser, great to see you, and we're looking forward to seeing Tigers in action. Round 6 already.
Yeah.
It's been a tough start to the campaign. There's no bones about it, but we're seeing improvements week on week. What is it that you feel that this squad is capable of for this game and also going forward?
Yeah, I think that the squad ceiling is incredibly high. Like, we're really confident the results are going to come later on in the season. It's a squad that's not been together very long, as we've said all along. So we're really pleased with the improvements that we're seeing, like you've just alluded to, and especially last week against Lightning, that was a massive step forward for us.
With that in mind, those gains against Loughborough, what are the things you've been building on specifically with Quins in mind today?
Yeah, so we've continued with our focus on the contact skill area, as I think that's been one of the biggest improvements in our game, and we're keen to continue with that. We've also identified some areas that we think we can have some success against Quins, so look out for that today, see if you can notice it.
Look, you haven't shuffled the deck dramatically, but there are a few new faces and there are a couple of debutants in there as well. Tell us about them, please.
Yeah, so look, Denny Ross signed for us in the summer, and this is her first outing for us. We're really excited to see what she can do out in the field, and it's a PWR debut for Zara Pickwick today as well. 18-year-old scrum half with massive potential, so again, excited to see what she can do.
Great stuff. Go well out there today.
Thank you.
Ross, round 6, semi-finalist last season, currently sat in 7th. Couple of games have just slipped through your fingers. I wonder, what do you make of Harlequins' start to the season so far?
Yeah, look, good win to start off, really pleased. Probably not the performance we wanted, but 5 points on the board. We realised and reflected we were poor against Saracens and we weren't our best, and they punished us. Apart from that, the performances against Gloucester and Exeter, two difficult places, two difficult teams to play against, with some, quite a few back 5 injuries. We were really pleased with some of the performance, even though the results didn't go our way. We knew that we had to go away after this little block that we've had a little bit of time off, reset and reflect, and actually go, we need to get better in these couple of areas to win those tight games.
And, well, reflecting, resetting, coming back into it, you've got Leicester Tigers ahead of you today. What are the areas that you focused on specifically with them in mind?
Oh, look, you look at the conditions now. As you're not in summer rugby or September rugby. We had a very dry, sunny September, which allowed a lot more ball movement. Generally, when the conditions start to get like this, and you got to go a little bit more to your kicking game, and set piece becomes important. And look, Leicester are really good at the breakdown defensively. So there are a couple of areas that we've looked at in preparation for this fixture to make sure that we give ourselves a good chance to perform.
You've got a super talented team out there today. I mean, arguably, your physio room could give them an even better game. You're challenged with so many injuries. How have you handled that adversity in the group as well?
Yeah, look, it's really difficult when you have, so many big characters out of the game. Aoife, Al-Khal, Donnell, Bonner, the list goes on. And unfortunately, there's some injuries that we have suffered in the World Cup, but we can't control that. I can't control that. All we can do is just focus on the group that we've had. And I think that's the thing, is you look at the Gloucester and Exeter performances in particular, we're going in the right direction, although the results didn't reflect that. And that's the thing that I want to try and concentrate on, is just control what we can control, and today is about going out there and putting a performance on that we can be proud of.
Thank you, Ross. Go well out there.
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
Well, here are the 15 Tigers charged with trying to deliver the first win of the season. Tess Fury captains at fullback, and alongside her is birthday girl Karolina Kasirkova, 25 today. And watch out for Georgie Lingham, a real presence at inside centre. There's the returners, Mika Gunton, Nadine Vincent and Denny Ross, all primed to take the field. The latter, a Tigers debut, having recovered from a broken hand in pre-season training. A couple of debuts in the offing as well. Zara Pickwick, homegrown talent, discovered at an open trial day in June, wearing 21, a real name for the future, and just 18 years old. Hermione Farmer too, just her third appearance, the Newcastle University graduate. And for Ross Chisholm's Harlequins, well, Captain Jade Conkle, such is the injury woes for Quins, finds herself shunted into the second row. So often we see her with 8 on her back. She's got the returning Fee McIntosh for company, recovering from concussion, and a real heavyweight back row behind them. Nicole Wide, Liana Michaeli too, and Amelia Kolev. Once upon a time, Amelia Harper, a first game back in 18 months, having recovered from an ACL and had a baby boy named Cass in the process. The centre pairing is Sarah Parry, Claudia Pena, intoxicating. Lauren Torley's a box of tricks out wide. And on the bench, Ruby Winstanley is set for a PWR debut at the age of 20. Freya Orchard returns after an injury picked up in September. The teams are out and they're primed and prepped. And Grace, I'll ask you, from those runners and riders I've just read out, who jumps out for you that could have a big say in the result this evening?
Well, I'll start with the Tigers players because I'm super excited to see how Georgie Lingham's going to go in this game. I think the way she plays the game is so exciting, and she so often breaks that first level of contact, and then it just becomes so much fun watching those offloads. And then the other player, obviously, fairly similar in the same style as Jordan Russell. She's fantastic at breaking through that, and she's so dynamic across the field. And then for Quins, I'm obviously really excited to see Ella Cromack out at 10. I think she's really establishing herself in the PWR, and I'm really excited to see how she goes today.
Well, there's our referee this evening, Andy Wigley. He's got Rosie Proctor and Simon Park assisting him on the edges. We're all set at Mattioli Woods, Welford Road Stadium for Leicester Tigers against Harlequins, round 6 of the PWR on Saturday evening, under the lights. Doesn't get much better than this. And the Tigers with a tidy claim from the kickoff, and a first sighting of a big carry. The contact area so key for Tigers this evening, but just a hint of a forward pass drags down their attacking ambitions, and they're going to have a scrum to defend here, centre field in their 22.
Yeah, obviously this isn't the desired outcome we'd want straight off kickoff, but yeah, let's see how our scrum goes.
Just a shade forward with Morgan Richardson, the vice-captain, latching onto the pass from Kristen Bitter. Lucy Packer, who is zeroing in on a century of Quins appearances, 96th this evening. The Red Rose Rugby World Cup winner has a dominant scrum in front of her. Michaeli too controls it. Packer flies it to the right, and there's numbers, and there's pace, and there's Torley, who snatches it from behind but doesn't lose a stride. Quins banging at the door early, the Black Fern barrelling her way into 2 Tigers. Wythe, destructive in all of her deeds, takes another couple of Tigers to stop her. It is all about the power, all about the forwards as Quins clamber to a metre shy, numbers queuing up, the try inevitable. And Sarah Parry gets on the scoreboard within the opening 2 minutes at Welford Road.
Yeah, that's so great for Quins to be building that momentum so early on. Obviously, that's a really great try for her. You can see how happy she is.
Far side, tied to soft shape under pressure.
Well, it was all about the big forward carries, wasn't it, to set it up, Grace?
Yeah, absolutely. They built that platform for the backs to be able to play off that.
And once that damage had been done, Ella Cromack, who you identified as someone growing into that role at 10, finding Parry on the shoulder. There's been a lot of excitement about Sarah Parry for a long time at Harlequins as she's developed through the ranks. And Cromack follows up her assist with a sweet conversion from wide out rights. And just like that, Quins lead Tigers 7 points to 0.
Okay, time back on.
USA Eagle, Kristen Bitter, sends it into the arms of the Black Fern. Liana Michaeli too. The Black Fern down after the really sad injury. Talele say, and good pressure there on the Cromack kick. Waiting in the backfield is Bitter, and a bit of room out wide. Emily Henrik carrying on, then it's the turn of Gunter, burying her head into those pink jerseys. It's a wonderful defensive read. Ball dislodged backwards and still there for Tigers. Hint of an inside ball as the option, does wrong foot the defence, but Nicole Wythe gets her woman. Rapid line speed from Quins and Captain Conkle at the moment. Another inside ball, spotting just a hint of a weakness potentially in the Quins defensive makeup. Tarani lifts herself up, the ball goes sky high, and Lingham misjudges it. Pena has an uncomfortable tumble, but dusts herself down, and there's a bit of scrum advantage for Quins to play with. Big shot arriving there. That's been the order of the day from Fraser Gocher and Ross Bundy and the rest of the Tigers team.
All on advantage over.
Honing, sharpening that physicality. And the Eagle surveys her options and decides to run headlong into Karis Phillips. Number of green jerseys out left if Labaree, the Frenchwoman, can get things going. A couple of ricochets off various pieces of anatomy, and suddenly Kasiakova breaks free into the 22.
Off feet.
Welford Road roars for the first time for their Tigers, and they get a penalty.
14 offside.
Yeah, that's really exciting. Yeah, it was off her face, bless her, as well. So that was a pretty good outcome.
14 offside.
Truly putting the body on the line.
Absolutely.
Okay. Pink, you'll be on the line, please.
And we see there the Slovakian Karolina Kasiakova, who's featured internationally at sevens for her nation.
They're on the line.
Bit of room, bit of pace, and almost thrown into the left-hand corner. First examination of the Tigers line out, and it's slick to Richardson and Gunter, the South African international, returning to the fold and primed and poised and ready to explode off the back and dive to the line. Tigers respond.
That's fantastic, isn't it? I think the coach should be really happy with that set piece. Obviously, Mickey's just a fantastic player. You can see how much it means to the girls there.
Well, you'll know her from the Rugby World Cup, not just in England, but in New Zealand 3 years ago. And once she found Richardson in the skies, it felt inevitable as the pack just crunched through that Quins Mall defence. Bang on target. 7 played, 7 apiece.
Yeah, this is fantastic. This is exactly what we want. We want to be able to monopolise on their mistakes and build our own momentum.
And the pack as well, they've been getting put through their paces by Fraser Gocher and the rest of the coaching team.
Yeah, they really have. They really have. They've stuck it through a very, very wet week full of training.
Yes, the conditions, I'm led to believe, have been biblical here in the Midlands. The rugby gods have blessed us with a crisp, clear night, though. I mean, it's as perfect as it gets, and that kick could be as perfect as it gets. Bound for a 50-22, an uncomfortable but ultimately successful retrieval by Cromat. But the Tigers have got a bit of a pep in their step, and Bitter launches herself into a tackle from Parry. Out the back, oh, that's a huge smash. The left shoulder of Beth Wilcott being buried into the midriff of Henrik.
I mean, Beth's a fantastic player. She's brilliant in contact. She's brilliant in defence. A very well-established PWR player.
There was the read coming out of the line, and well, it wasn't the most graceful, but Ella Cromat got the job done in stopping that 50-22 that would have been challenging the record books for the biggest ever. Back into the 22 and back into line-out time for the Tigers. Again, claimed cleanly, no contest from Quins. And Gunter this time breaks free, has Lingham arriving. Just had to stutter her step, so lost a bit of that velocity that she'd gone. A huge carry, real purpose in the footsteps. Head on a swivel from Laberie. Back into the heavy traffic go Tigers.
Play on.
Ross falls on the ball. The Australian former Queensland Red
Hands up.
add a bit of biff into the second row.
So that 3-3.
Quins trying to cause a bit of chaos in that breakdown, but instead it's composed, and it's a hard carry from Tiana Gordon.
Advantage.
Ellie Smith wants it. There's penalty advantage for her and the Tigers for an indiscretion from Michaeli too. Bitter just dabs one through. Everyone on the same wavelength, and first to pounce the Tigers.
I haven't got a clear grounded. I don't see any player ground that ball.
And this is all very interesting.
Okay, and no loss of control. So it's a try. Yeah? Okay, try.
That was fantastic, wasn't it? It was a really brave play from KB there, but the test followed through, and that's just so great. I'm not sure Quins were expecting that.
Well, that's how you use penalty advantage, and that's how you lead in your deeds. Tess Fury scampering through. What about this for a finish?
She's just fantastic. She's super dynamic.
2 tries against Sale in the opening match of the season, largely ever present the last 3 campaigns. And her fellow USA Eagle, who assisted her, uses the same boot to add another pair of points to the tally. And the Tigers lead Quins 14 points to 7. It wasn't the most convincing of celebrations, was it, from Tess Fury?
I think she wanted to be sure it was definitely a try first.
Quins, having had the fast start, find themselves trailing. Jordan Russell struggles to gather that long kickoff from Cromack, and she's only going one way, though, isn't she?
Good work too.
The hint of the pass, and then the wrap around the corner. Denny Ross did have a Wallaroos contract, but yet to be capped.
On now, yes.
But has really impressed, I understand, in training since coming in. That unfortunate broken hand, but likened by someone I was chatting to before the game to George Martin in the way that she runs around decking people.
Absolutely, we've all been very excited for her return to play.
Is she sort of the one that you try and make sure that you're on her team when you do the internal games?
Absolutely, and obviously I was with her on the sidelines the last few games, and it's been really exciting to see how excited she is to get back on the pitch and how ready she is to start hitting people.
Well, early replacement Jessie Spurrier being sent off for Silvia Tarani, so the Italian international and Barbarian goes off, and Spurrier is into the fray early here. Wide trademark carry, Michaeli too, who not only knows how to carry, but it's been such a leading presence since her arrival. And Quins working the ball through the hands. Torley in off her wing. Kildunn gets a pretty stodgy ball in a stationary position. 3 Tigers wrap her up. Packer, Cromack, fizzes out the back. Pena spots some space. Parry on the wraparound, goes one-on-one with Kasiakova She does really well to stay in field, Parry. Wide, just skittling defenders. And Spurrier not hanging around on getting into the action. Richardson, ball under one arm. Tigers breaking free from the shackles of their 22. Bitter drops it on the toe. It's an uncomfortable one for Kildun, who is walloped. Well, bodies everywhere. And somehow Quins emerge with the ball still in their hands. Spurrier, lively impact since rising from the pine.
Thank you.
Wythe. Lung-busting passage of play here. And Lucy Packer might just give Oxygen a chance. Well, she puts a bit of altitude on it instead. Everyone misses it. And it's off the hand of Fury. And it'll be a Quins throw-in.
Yeah, that was really exciting. Wasn't sure. That was really exciting. Wasn't sure how that was going to turn out.
Grace, from a Tigers perspective, pleased with this opening 15 minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is exactly the way that we train, and it's really exciting that we're getting to show it on the pitch.
A couple of tough score lines. There's no hiding away from it in the opening few rounds. So what's been the big focus? Sort of watching as a fan, the contact area has caught the eye in terms of being able to have a bit more presence there.
No, absolutely, and I think a lot of that comes from the bravery and the confidence to keep going and keep trying and getting back on your feet ready to make a next hit. And that is something we've been working on the last few weeks. And
tell me, how do you go about that at Tigers? What are some of the tenets of Fraser Gocher and Ross Bundy's coaching with you guys as a group?
Yeah, I think Ross and Fraser are fantastic at instilling confidence in players. You know, we're an establishing team. We're not as established as other programs, and really at this level, you know, players have earned their positions, they've earned their contracts, and now it's just filling them with confidence when they're playing against such established players like Ellie Jordan.
Yeah, we're not short of superstars, are we, in this league?
No, and more signings, as we've seen with Sale this week.
On the edge. Thanks. Okay, time on.
And Nadine Vincent, product of Hartbury, has dusted herself down, and she barely missed a game last season, so they'll want to keep her on the field for as long as possible. Parry just offering herself as that second receiver and has her captain on the shoulder. Cromat taking it to the line. Pena, first bit of space for the Spanish international. Loses control en route to deck, and it's a Tigers defensive win.
Okay, just bring it over so it's not set. Quinn, just get your balance, please. Crouch. Bind. Set. Okay. Can both of you get a little bit closer so we're binding on? That's like height.
Couple of tweets from Andy Wigley. A bit of a chance for everyone to take a breath as well. It's been quite a frenetic start to the match so far.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been really fast-flowing, you know.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Laberie, highly rated French under-20s scrum half, receives it from Tiana Gordon, and there's some nice shapes being offered in this back division. Caught high there by Parry over the shoulder, but No arm out in advantage. Richardson, she's been really busy. And Lingham, well, misses out the player and in fact misses everyone, but Gunter, like a missile, just buries her head into the bodies of the Quins defenders. Kildunn's on the cover.
Inside. Keep retreating, Pink.
Not the sweetest of connections and a bit of hesitation. Fury left to take command and some unguarded green grass all the way back to the Quins try line. Eventually gets filled by Beth Wilcock, who brings back the spiral. And again, Tigers will be pleased with the territorial gain there.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a fantastic read from Tess. And obviously, when you're a kick battle like that, it's easy for that pressure to happen.
Is it a big area that you guys focus on at Tigers, the kick battle?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, back with that confidence is that we have some fantastic playmakers in our team, and if they're going to make that decision to kick and put us on that front foot, the whole team needs to follow through and support each other.
Complex line-out structure, and it's the Tigers who are reaping the reward right now. Lingham takes it real tight to the line. It's a hurried and launched pass from Henrik, but it's worked out in Tigers' favour until the handling out wide isn't quite crisp enough. You've spoken about confidence a number of times, Grace. Tigers aren't lacking it at all in the way that they're going about their business at the moment.
No, absolutely. I think one of the biggest things this week is that we're focusing on us as a team. It's not about our opposition, and I think that's really coming through in this game.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Stability.
Advantage.
And a penalty now for Packer and Quins. And the scrum, a source of dominance at the moment for the visiting team. The reshuffle that has involved the arrival of Jessie Spurrier has done nothing to diminish the power. Tigers do have something to look forward to in that regard. Waka Kitano, the Japanese international prop, is, well, she's here in training, isn't she? She's not quite eligible to get out onto the field, but I hear she's been whacking people.
Yes, she absolutely has. And it is so fantastic to have her at Leicester Tigers. She's the first Japanese player to sign at the PWR as well, which is really awesome.
Advantage number 1, pulling player out the ball.
Well, it's the players on the field in green who are getting a workout at the moment from the women in pink. Just grinding their way to that 22 threshold. Tiana Gordon dismissed vocally by the referee to allow Quins to do their thing, and they're beginning to do their thing, which is in their DNA. Attack with verve. Torley, there's a destruction in the way that she carries, bouncing off Tigers like a pinball. Torley takes Quins into the heart of the Tigers 22. Lizzie Hanlon stopped in her tracks, will come back for the penalty advantage, and Claudia Pena looks like she might want to get a move on, but after that last driving maul, you'd back this to go to the corner.
Number 8 entry. Five-metre line, please, Tigers. Number 1 pulling out, and then second one was 8 side entry.
Wales' Caris Phillips try earlier this season against Gloucester Hartbury. She'll be licking her lips at the prospect of latching on at the back of this close range maul. Just driving, powering, obliterating the Tigers' defence. Irresistible from Karis Phillips and co. Quins have their second try.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Really great show of Quins' set-piece strength there.
Well, that is bread and butter for, well, not even an international hooker, any hooker worth their salt at any point down the pyramid of the game. And Karis Phillips will get the plaudits and her name in the record books, but it was the work of the pack in front of her. Dominant from 5 metres out, and Ella Cromack from exactly the same position as her first conversion, repeats the feat and levels up the ledger. It is Tigers 14, Quins 14. Well, that is a fine. Oh, I thought an exit. Instead, it's going to just teeter and tease the touchline. And I think eventually it came off the boot of Beth Wilcock.
Hold on, so which player? Okay, it's between her legs. So it's in between her legs. It's probably in possession. So I'm going to go line up. That's okay. Yeah. Perfect. Line up. Just line up. Just line up. Just line up.
Well, we stick with the line out.
Green ball.
And it'll be a Tiger's throat.
Just sounds like a contest for possession, so we'll go for the line out. Green ball.
The line out is supreme at the moment for Tigers. Uber secure ball, but they need to look after those who are right in the thick of things. Amelia Kolev has wrapped her tentacles round a Tiger, and she is at the bottom of the heap and deserves to be hoisted up by her teammates. That was impressive work.
Yeah, that was an extremely physical battle there.
Look, I think that's just on the verge. Just make sure we get that right. Yeah, just on the edge.
Big scrum here for Tigers, and Amelia Kolev there, who is the one responsible for this scrum. First time back in 18 months. June 2024. That was the last time she pulled on the Quins jersey. Okay, Nicole White does an excellent job of clawing that back with her patella. Pena hasn't had much room to express herself. She's got some of the finest feet in the league. Tawley taken in the air as she leapt to claim a pass.
Okay, so there's no advantage. We play on from that then. Yeah, we play advantage. We're playing on.
And there is advantage
jumped into the air, therefore no
being played. So here we go. Tigers with a chance, and Jordan Russell, who so often brings the biff, taken down. Smart hands, makeshift hands. Gunter to Daly. Daly has Cromack wrapped around her thighs, and it's a wonderful jackal, but there was always advantage being played, and Parry's good work is going to go unrewarded.
Roll up. I'll come and talk to you now, yeah?
Yeah, it was a great carry from Daly. Obviously, we're going back for the pen, but it's a really great platform to build off there.
The reason being, I get it wrong initially, that's why I say advantage. The reason being, she jumped into the contest, therefore technically both players are liable, and there's no foul play. I apologise if I've got that wrong, but yeah, that's what I've had to go with. Just on the edge, please.
I personally love seeing the Scottish players holding leadership roles in the PWR, with Jade captaining today.
You're allowed to show a bit of Scottish bias.
Okay, good.
Just hold on, you guys step onto the edge. Tigers, come in, please. Take the centre.
Gunter. Got a lot of moving parts to aim at, but once again, Tigers slipping, Quins and Gunter slipping her stud. Somehow she's managed to clamber up and seal a couple of metres that weren't really hers to be taken. Lingham at first receiver. Well, she's a marked woman at the moment, the inside centre. Ball jumbling around those Tigers' paws.
Go back.
Labaree. Tiana Gordon. Bitter finds Lingham on the inside ball. It was well read by Kolev, who was beginning to launch her body around with reckless abandon. Labaree. Bit of tempo here from the Tigers. Crossfield. No one saw that coming other than Torley, who almost snatched it in the sky. There was always a penalty. Is this one in the Tigers playbook, Grace?
It's one in Annika's. Annika is a fantastic player and is always ready to play whatever she sees in front of her.
She's got that licence, sort of being from the Basque Country.
The French flair,
Jouet.
absolutely.
Jouet. Licence to Dupont it.
Absolutely. And Annika scored a try in every game of the under-26 nations as well that she played in, which is amazing.
Not getting out of the way on that last one. Hold on, let's go for 0.
And she's got 2 tries in her last 2 Tigers outings as well.
Yeah, she's a very impressive talent that has joined the PWR this year.
Yes, one against Saris, one against Lightning last round out, and well, getting Nadine Vincent getting a few fluids and a bit of attention again.
Okay, let's go then, please. Edge of the line, Quins.
This is a big opportunity now for Tigers. They have been clinical with their 22 entries. And for the first time, just at a crunch point, Gunter goes awry and the opportunity is lost for Leicester. Just enough of a contest there to mean that the wayward throw would be penalised. If Quins hadn't put anyone up, then that would have been play on. So smart from them.
Yeah, absolutely. Just shows the importance of getting someone in the air regardless.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Hold. Use the ball.
Cromack. Pena. Down the throw and got a skip right off the tip of the ball. And just like that, Daly is swallowed up by Wilcock. A fine chase and an even more precise tackle. Labaree picks out her opposition half-back, and Kromak doesn't hesitate, bounds into the challenges. Konkel. Bit of menace in the carry. Packer takes a couple of bites at it before finding Mikae to Pena just tries to slip through the gap. It's a really good battle in the centres. Lingham and Henrik against Parry and Pena. Wythe is a little more direct, is a little more fierce. Swings Richardson off her. And Karis Phillips, fresh from a try, enters the 22. Kromakers look really impressive. Very good decision making. Kildunn. Haven't seen too much of the former World Rugby Player of the Year, but when she does strike, it's usually something special. There was a hint of an opening, and the ball just flung half a hand too far behind Wilcock.
Yeah, that's a real shame that Ellie made such a clean break.
It's kind of a familiar sight, isn't it? Well, it's sort of embodied the summer as her distinctive curly locks looking like they're in a hairdryer because she was flying so fast, you know, along the turf. And you know, one of the real stars, not just of our game here, but of the global game.
Yeah, absolutely. And her look is obviously very distinctive and iconic. I'm a big fan of the hair.
She's fresh back from Dubai. She was out in an ambassadorial role at the Sevens whilst Quins were on their bye week. There's worse ways to spend a bye week, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Living the dream. Dan Cole was also there, who reminded us before he went.
Slightly different skill sets when it comes to the Sevens field. Ellie Kildunn and Dan Cole.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was the only role Dan could have fulfilled in Dubai.
Former Sevens player herself, Olympian in fact. Ellie Kildunn.
It's not 6.5.
One of two, I beg your pardon, in that Quins backline with Lauren Torley, who was also out in Paris. And Georgie Lingham for Tigers, a GB Sevens player as well. She was out in the series last year. Maya Muller, the Swedish hooker come back rower, is onto the field in place of Amelia Kolev.
Bind. Set.
Tigers need to get this out and quick, and they do so. Hit up to suck in a few pink jerseys. A good carry from Henrik. Big shot from Hanlon. Well recovered from Laberry, and safety found in the form of the touchline.
Yes, please.
Grace, bit of a quieter, deader part of the half. We've had a lot of excitement. Sort of feel that this is the section to not switch off in, with half-time looming.
No, absolutely. Whoever carries momentum for the next 5 minutes, it will transfer into the second half.
Smart claim from Fee McIntosh, who's working hard to claw away at the arm of Emerson Allen. Quins break free. The visitors in the ascendancy. Well, if that had gone to Wilcock, she was home and hosed, but instead Parry found a piercing line through a mass of bodies.
Number 3, entry.
On that occasion, it's Nadine Vincent who's been pinged. A side entry in a bid to control that maul, and that is a lesser spotted kicking error from Ella Kromak, who's usually solid gold with the boot.
Scrub.
Yeah, I'm not sure anyone was expecting that.
There's Maya Muller. As I said, Swedish international, Swedish captain. Applies her international trades in Rugby Europe. And an absolute dynamo. Dominates the testing, the fitness, metrics when it comes to pre-season much of the time at Harlequins, and aforementioned as good at hooker as she is at back row.
Set.
Scrum goes down and arm goes up in favour of Tigers.
Stationary before the ball comes in. I agree, but that's not what the picture I'm saying.
I won't ask you to unpick that scrum there, Grace.
And I won't unpick it.
The call comes from Kildunn. He probably fancies a run. Hasn't seen too much action. But demonstrates her strength in getting across the halfway line. Conkle, primed, wide on the shoulder. Doesn't go to her. Cromack delivers it into the stride of Mikaeli too. Cromack just dictating things, and parry has looked really impressive. She finds a way through the Tigers midfield and powers to the 22. Is there a sting in this first half tail from Quins? Pena swatted by Gordon just as she looked to spin out of the first challenge. Wide.
Lost.
Runs over a couple of Tigers once again. Phillips.
Advantage. Same as up there.
High tackle. The cause for the penalty advantage. So Quins can attack, knowing that there's little consequence to an error.
You can't reward that. You're straight off your feet, 20 to go back.
Well, Maya Muller pinged, but from the penalty, surely this goes to the corner.
Sure. Tigers, use the line, please.
Scores tied heading into the last 60 seconds, but a carbon copy of when Quins last visited this corner. And carbon copy, Caris has her arm on the ball, has her eyes on the line. Phillips in for a double, and Quins to take the lead into the half-time huddles.
I'll double check. What time have you guys got?
Well, Tigers knew it was coming, Grace, but it's one thing to know, it's one thing to stop, isn't it?
I believe it is.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, similar to their last try, that is just such immense power.
Absolutely. No dramas.
Just here, there. Yeah, despite taking the lead, Jade Conkle not satisfied with her lot out there in the first half. A couple of quiet words for Andy Wigley to mull over. And maybe a couple more points for Quins to sit on themselves. Cromack shakes off the disappointment of the missed touch moments ago and splits the poles for the third consecutive time. A late surge from Quins hands them the lead at the end of this first half. One that's seen the lead change hands a couple of times. The women in pink lead on the board, but they know they've got a game on their hands. Half-time here at Mattioli Woods, Welford Road. Leicester Tigers 14, Harlequins 21.
New era.
Competing for Leicester and the PWR is everything I've worked towards.
Proud to represent the people of Leicester. We are Leicester Tigers.
Leicester's different. It comes with years worth of heritage, and I can't wait to represent them.
I'm proud to represent my family, my hometown, and just working together with a team to get the wins.
I'm looking forward to proving people wrong and showing that the underdogs can come out on top.
Power, passion, pride. Come on, Tigers.
Oscar Evans just come across, and sticks the kick through, and it's going to sit up beautifully. Oh, that's a way to make your Premiership debut.
Fran McGee pins her ears back, goes outside chest breach. Fran McGee out of nowhere. Trailfinders open the scoring, and it's an absolute ripper.
Bitter. Shorter ball to bring Georgie Lingham onto it, and Lingham's managed to break through here. Is this going to be the opening try of the game for Leicester Tigers?
No compete, maul, line over.
Ball up, switch for Kelter, gets the left arm fend out, and then has the support from Morale. Morale right fending and dragging herself away, eventually pops it up for Wardby. The team try will be finished by Kendall Wardby.
There's numbers here. There are definitely spaces. Campbell. Oh, lovely move inside and out. Can the tackle be made? No.
Second try of the afternoon for the Sharks. The second try of the season for Shona Campbell.
Hunt setting up Metcalf, who's got proper pace. So's Renika Bonner. It's the foot race of dreams at Ashton Gate. Oh no, Metcalf! That is outrageous. Hunt's isolated. Here comes Golden, driven backwards. Gloucester Hartbury have got 80 golden metres in the blink of an eye. Sarah Beckett, that is naughty. Over the top to Mia Vanna. Shut the book. Try of the round right there. Velvet rugby from the reigning champions.
It's a club deep in history and culture. We are Harlequins. We fear no one.
The culture we've got as a team is really special.
Harlequins aim, we want to be in the final.
I want to run over people.
We want to be entertaining, we want to be physical.
We love being a London club, we want to impress the fans.
They'll be there cheering us on, singing the "We Come On You Quins" chant. Players to watch out for, obviously Kelly Kildan.
Of course it's Kildan!
We've also got new recruits like Aoife Wafer, she's an absolute bulldozer.
Hopefully I can bring the same attributes that the whole team have in being brave, physical and entertaining.
New era.
Well, the match is finally poised here at the Mattioli Woods, Welford Road. There's just a score in it, and a late one at that. A third and final try of the half from Harlequins, giving them this 7-point lead. So 5 good tries to enjoy from that first half. The first came early from Harlequins, but Leicester came roaring back until that late sting from Harlequins. You've been impressed with what Harlequins have brought tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we knew they'd be really strong in their set piece, and they've definitely shown that. But I think this first half has also been fairly exemplary of how we want to continue this game.
Right, let's have a look at these tries as well, because there's been a clear type to the way that Harlequins have, well, scored them or designed them. Forward power has been key for them, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Their forward pack is really impressive.
Fashioned the opportunity for Sarah Parry to arrive on the shoulder of Ella Cromack, who you picked out before the game, really has stood out with an impressive performance. But Tigers undeterred and screaming back with the driving ball. The set piece has been brilliant tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's going to be a great takeaway from this game is the real pride the forwards have taken in their set piece.
And big names like Gunter coming back as well.
Yeah, absolutely. She's a fantastic player and also a real momentum bringer on the pitch. So it's great to have her on there.
Well, there was penalty advantage in the back pocket, but this is pick of the bunch, really. What a lovely little dab from Bitter, and then her fellow Eagle, Tess Fury, on the same wavelength.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, KB's a very brave player, and I think that try especially probably encompasses exactly how we want to keep playing. We want to be unexpected, we want to be brave. We might not be like the most established teams, but we want to keep people on their toes with tries like that.
Well, that was the lead for Leicester Tigers, which they held for a while until Caris Phillips got involved in things. Now, you're going to see this one, and then you're going to see another one that's going to look exactly the same. And this was right at the death of the first half. Quins going back to their set piece, going to their strength, going to their maul.
Yeah, absolutely. If you know it's going to work, you're going to do it again, aren't you?
And on this occasion, Phillips breaking off at the end of it all to charge across. The kicking from the tee has been exemplary so far. 2 from 2 from Bitter and 3 from 3 from Cromack.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's been two fairly similar tens, actually. They've both shown some great kicking, but they've also both had some great carries.
So, Grace, big question is how's this game won and lost tonight from the two teams?
I think it's hard to say at this point, but obviously I'm going to back the Tigers through and through.
Backing the Tigers through and through. Right, OK, the second half is coming your way from the Mattioli Woods, Welford Road. Stay tuned, we'll be back shortly.
New era.
Competing for Leicester and the PWR is everything I've worked towards. Proud to represent the people of Leicester. We are Leicester Tigers. Leicester's different. It comes with years worth of heritage, and I can't wait to represent them. I'm proud to represent my family, my hometown, and just working together with a team to get the wins.
I'm looking forward to proving people wrong and showing that the underdogs can come out on top.
Power, passion, pride. Come on, Tigers.
The club's deep in history and culture.
We are Harlequins.
We fear no one.
The culture we've got as a team is really special.
Harlequins aim, we want to be in the final.
I want to run over people.
We want to be entertaining, we want to be physical.
We love being a London club, we want to impress the fans.
They'll be there cheering us on, singing the "We Come On You Quins" chant. Players to watch out for, obviously Kelly Kildan.
Of course it's Kildan!
We've also got new recruits like Aoife Wafer, she's an absolute bulldozer.
Hopefully I can bring the same attributes that the whole team have in being brave, physical and entertaining.
New era.
Smoke on the water can mean only one thing when you're at the Mattioli Woods Welford Road. It means that the Tigers are emerging, re-emerging in this case, in this keenly fought contest. PWR round 6 against Harlequins. Leicester Tigers, real underdogs coming into this, but they have gone toe-to-toe with last year's semi-finalists. A 7-point game. This is so much all to play for, Grace.
Yeah, absolutely. This is really exciting, and I'm so looking forward to seeing what the girls are going to pull out the bag in the second half.
What do you reckon are some of the key conversations in that changing room from your coaches?
I think a big theme for us is belief, and it will be believing that we can see this through to the 80th minute, if not longer.
And any inspiring faces around the training ground based on belief?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were just saying that obviously we have quite a few Eagles in our squad, and we do have pictures of Ted Lasso around our training centre with that belief message.
There you go. The Ted Lasso Tigers roaring back with the ball after the clearance from Quins, who got that try, the go-ahead try, late in the first half. Bit of news is that Tigers no longer have their captain on the field. Tess Fury has been replaced by Abby Lee Priestnell. So it would have taken something to merit the removal of the Tigers captain. Morgan Richardson will take the reins, who, oh my goodness, that is a bruising, uncompromising carry from Mikaeli too.
That was huge.
Oh, there was real menace in that. And Bitter finds herself challenging with Torley, and it comes off the Tigers' hand. No, it doesn't. And Torley is
not very happy.
Is not very happy, is she? She is gesturing suggestively to the assistant that she has a different opinion. Oh my words.
That is huge.
Fair play to Denny Ross.
She rode that well.
She just rolled over and got back up and went back for more. And there she is, bouncing around, not lifted on this occasion, but that's a good first carry from Abby Lee Priestnell. Then Ross comes in at first receiver. Made of tough stuff. And, well, the touchline found, and Quins get a chance to relaunch from a few paces within their own half.
Tigers, use the grass cut, please. Up here.
Yeah, that was a great carry from Abby. She's also come from Hartbeach, so just showing more of the quality that's come out of there.
Yes, one of the many to emerge from Buck Super Rugby as well. Lots of these women out there will have played with or against each other on that journey. A real breeding ground for the young talents who are coming through. In fact, Ella Cromack was playing for Surrey Uni last week as she was getting a few minutes on the clock and under her belt ahead of this tonight. And well, the Quins driving more are getting plenty of miles on their odometer. I mean, they are munching the meters. And Kildun threads a tricky kick for Torley to set chase, gathers it in, and then slings it back to Wilcock. Lovely feet, bouncing in tight space. The arrival of Parry steamrolls the defender. Priestnell holds on, but Tigers need to re-steel themselves. Wide thinks about getting up and going for more. Instead, it'll be Phillips as Quins work in field. Packer in a hurry to ship the ball into the hands of her pack. Conkle, the next to look to glean a few metres. Mikaeli too, who's come out with real verve since the break. And Spurrier too. Wide, driving, powering her way on. Still to the left they move. Phillips on a hat-trick, goes close. One more pick and drive, but McIntosh denied.
Advantage, offside number 1.
Tigers go offside of the back feet. Quins lever themselves over the line, but green jerseys desperately hold up the ball.
Number 1 offside.
Oh, it's just so important not to give away pens in this area.
So difficult though when you're scrambling, and
Okay, back up again.
your only intention is to keep out the wave after wave of assault.
Yeah, absolutely, and that just shows huge heart from the girls here holding that try up.
But be that as it may, I think it was Georgie Lingham who managed to manoeuvre herself underneath Liana Michaeli too. But alarm bells ringing, and Phillips hunting a hat-trick and capturing one here at Welford Road. Unstoppable from the Quins hooker.
Yeah, that was really impressive. Quinn seemed pretty dependent on her scoring tries today.
Well, what do you do, Grace? You know, as I said in the first half, they've seen it before, they know what's coming, but that drive, it's so coordinated. And as good as Eneka Laberie is one-on-one with Phillips from close range, she's always coming out second best.
She's done really well there to try and defend that.
Ella Cromack is kicking like a dream tonight. 4 from 4, the bonus point for Quins, and a handy 14-point lead.
She's just so consistent on her boot, isn't she?
Good day at the office, and well, some good competition for the hooker jersey, isn't there, at Quins, with Connie Powell on the bench wearing 16. And you consider competition, that's a fabulous back by Lingham, using all that height that she's got at her disposal. She'll be well used to playing that role on the HSBC Sevens from kickoffs. Bitter, Quins offside at the back feet. Gunter
Number 4 offside.
driving back towards the breakdown. Ball skids to Cromack, but there was always the penalty. Spoke about Connie Powell being on the bench. One thing you can't not mention, I beg your pardon, when you're talking about Quins at the moment, is their injury list, their physio room. Langi Tuima, Sarah Svoboda, Hannah Sims, Alex Callender, Lisa Neumann, Bimba Delgado, Tyler Shirley, Aoife Wafer, though. Bit of breaking news. We've seen her running around on the pitch at half-time.
She has been running around.
That is exciting for Ireland and Quins fans. Less so for anyone who's got to tackle her out in the PWR this season. But certainly signs that Aoife Wafer may be returning to action soon.
Advantage, collapse on the lifter.
Tigers have not had the fire within their belly quelled by that Quins try. Couple of penalties back-to-back now for Quins, and on this occasion it's Michaeli too.
Number 8 collapse on the ball carrier. Discipline this area now, please. Use the line.
You hear that, the quiet chat from Andy Wigley. Not an official warning, but certainly notice of intention that he'd consider going to the pocket were the infringements to continue to mount. Gunter finds Gordon, and this time, well, Jordan spins away, but without the ball. Still there for Tigers. Dive bombing towards the Quins line. Pick and go. And Ross high, wrapped up and more pink jerseys swarm around the Australian, and they're asked to release the tackle. Knees come to the ground. They are inches away from the line, and then they pounce. Tigers not going down without a fight.
Yeah, Denny wasn't going down there, was she? She was driving through.
Nadine Vincent.
That's her first try, I believe, for Leicester Tigers.
There you go, bringing the knowledge bombs as well there, Grace. I was curious that the tackle was called because Quinn's poured in there to hold up Ross. I'd love to get another shot of when the knee got to the ground. But it was Tigers who reacted quickest, and certainly Vincent. She had about half an inch to go, but she sure made sure of it. It's a kicker's night. Not one miss from the tee, and a beaming smile of Nadine Vincent, whose day is done, and she leaves the field with her first try in Tigers colours.
Yeah, it's so great to see the girls celebrate her there.
Well, just as Quins got their biggest bit of breathing room of the night, Leicester say no. Michaeli too has got through a mountain of work, hasn't she? She just runs round hunting humans.
She is very impressive.
We touched on superstars a little bit, haven't we? And I think that's one of the coolest things about the PWR, isn't it? Like Black Ferns coming across and playing in the PWR now. We've got USA, Australia, Canada, Sweden represented out there, but more and more we're getting the best players in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's probably up there, one of the most international leagues that are competing in the UK across all sports.
And the signings just keep coming as well. Connie Powell, the England international, is on and buried in that familiar position of a Quinn Tucker at the back of a dominant maul. Parry. Oh, it's so ferocious in the carry. Tiana Gordon dispensed. Kill done. Bouncing on the outside, looking to link up with Wilcott.
Off feet!
The late arrival. Outstanding defence from Tigers. Wide. Always takes more than one woman to stop it. Then Conkle the captain. Still not quite there.
No. Hold up.
And the ball
amazing.
Held up heroically.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's a huge fight from the Tigers, and Jade made a great break there. I really thought she was through, and the girls throwing their bodies around like that just shows the heart.
5 minutes.
She rode those initial tackles, and then it was the pick, and McIntosh, I think, it got herself held up. There was penalty advantage on a tight angle. Cromack finds a healthy touch, and
Tigers discipline in this area, same as them up there.
Leicester have got to re-steel themselves.
She's part of the mall, part of the line out, is she? Back up.
Well, we've seen this movie before. There's a different lead role. It's Connie Powell, but it's the same ending. It's Quinn's in for yet another maul-driven try, and Connie Powell on the field for only a moment, continuing the work of Caris Phillips before. Quinn's in for a fifth. Connie Powell in for her first of the night.
Yeah, that is so hard to defend. They hit that maul with such power.
Well, this is such a joy to watch this shootout between Cromac and Bitter. Neither looking like they'll miss tonight, and maybe Cromac will end the evening having not missed one. She goes straight to the dugout. Another supreme conversion, this time Connie Powell touching down off the back of bruising work from her pack. Kaylee Powell is surely on. 25 minutes to go. 14 points, the deficit. Tigers just demonstrating their level of desire in this contest. Powell, the try scorer. The Tigers' bodies trapped in there, not rolling away.
18 and 7.
Two of them in there, 18 and 7. Clodagh Dunn and Morgan Richardson.
Queen's clear access. Access.
Queen's in no hurry to get this line out going. Tigers have been ready for ages. And it works out nicely for the West Londoners. Connie Powell gets the ball transferred to her, but on this occasion, she has done and another Tiger seeking her out. Powell, beautiful ball, drifted over the top into the hands of the returning Freya Orkin. Lingham somehow has crowbarred the ball free. Gordon, Richardson. Can Tigers strike in transition? It's a loose ball to Kasikova, who dispatches Pena, and then maybe an inadvertent hair pull.
High.
Game's come to life and really opened up a bit, hasn't it, Grace?
Yeah, it really has. And Georgie Lingham getting that turnover just shows exactly how we want to play.
What about that for a pass, and then followed up by the feet of Orkin? Oh, love
forgive
that!
me.
Love
It was
that
an
back!
intercept.
I love that backdoor offload. Deserved more than an intercept, didn't it?
Yeah, Kaz has done really well here to get this bit of a bobbling ball. No one wants that on the wing.
Well, not a hair pull. I've done Fee McIntosh dirty there, but definitely by the scruff of the net.
Ladies, wait. Step out. Look at these players, yeah? There we go.
Brilliant competition in the air. Gunter has to stoop down to the tips of her toes. There's a real sort of zest to the game, and undefended fringes, and Laborie with some invention. Brilliant pickup and acceleration from Powell, who is looking to take the attacking shackles off this Quinn side. It's been all about the maul. We're yet to see their gifts out wide in full flight. Might do now. Kildunn sells the dummy, streams through a hole. Torley has to take off. And Kasikova does well to tackle her whilst backpedaling. Advantage for Quins. Powell ignores wide. Parry whips it to the captain, Conkle. Orkin accelerating, scoots it back inside to Conkle. And a desperate tackle from Lingham.
Okay, we go back. Time off. Swear, I put time off so I can put them on a 1. Now on a formal warning, number of penalties in this area. Do you want Tom and your team? Yeah. Yep, we will be going back over there.
Orkin has had a lively return to the Quins jersey, out injured since September in the Cup.
Number 8 offside.
Capable at scrum half, as good as she is on the wing
Okay,
too.
Yeah, she very impressively covers both positions.
Yeah, really nice feet, Freya Orkin. Honed from a touch background in her formative years.
Access Quins.
You often find the athletes that are best at beating contact have played touch previously.
Well, here we go. What do you reckon, Grace? It can't possibly be Maul try number 5. Connie Powell certainly has those intentions. She's got Conkle working hard ahead of her, but this time it's infiltrated by Morgan Richardson. Parry, just the blend of elegance and power from the young inside centre. Wrestled down a couple of metres shy. Powell loses her footing. Fleming onto the field and hungry for a try herself. Michaeli too, denied a couple of times and once more again. Pick up from Lizzie Hanlon, who fights her way to the line, but still Tigers won't let Quinn score. But they will go down a player.
On the floor, off you go. No.
Yellow card, Brandish.
Yeah, time's off.
Not entirely sure who to.
Number 9 plays the arm when she's on the floor. She's going.
Aneka Labaree. Scrum half is always a difficult player to lose in these circumstances.
She'll be gutted about that as well. She prides herself on her discipline.
Well, couldn't help herself there.
She noticed it immediately throws her hands up in the air.
Real hand in the cookie jar stuff there.
Absolutely.
So the Bayonne halfback will take 10 minutes out. And I should say that Alana Bainbridge is on for Mickey Gunter and Hermione Farmer, so too, on for Jordan Russell.
Yeah, really exciting to see Hermione on the pitch. She's a fantastic player, works really hard.
Good to go.
And one of 2 players to come through this open training day that was held at Nottingham University. 130 players who turned up. They had to cap it because they had an interest from 180 players.
Yeah, it's just amazing. It just shows the hunger for girls out there looking for quality coaching and to be part of an establishment.
All good.
So, yeah, if you're watching and you live around the Midlands, keep your eyes peeled, because I think 6 players were taken into pre-season and then 5 ultimately contracted, and we're seeing 2 of them here tonight. But it is all hands to the pump for the Tigers, and Connie Powell is going to fill her boots from the bench. Powell plunges across for a brace. It's 2 for Powell, it's 5 for the Quins hookers on the night. And there is, for the first time, meaningful daylight on the scoreboard between Tigers and Quins.
Yeah, it really feels like they're carrying that momentum now. Really monopolising off these penalties as well.
Well, nobody can miss, can they?
It's obviously a good day for kicking.
It is a good day for kicking with good kickers on the pitch. I think we'll give the credit where it's due. Claudia Pena, the latest to split the poles, and Powell once again doing the business from the back of a driving maul. Lucy Burgess is onto the field.
Connie, keep screaming like that, I'll penalise
Freya
you.
Orkin gathers the ball and gets pretty short shrift from, well, Jordan Russell is still on the field. I appear to have replaced her prematurely. And
Okay, stop in front.
Quins,
Great. Thank you.
oh, that is a booming clearance all the way to pin Tigers back. Bitter, eyes up,
22's on.
picks her spot, and it's a brilliant attempt, but just slides the wrong side of the post for 50-22. And right there, wearing 18, is Ruby Winstanley, who is making her PWR debut this evening. A very proud day for the Winstanley family, and certainly for Quins, who have developed her through Worthing College. She's young, she's raw. She had a bit of an injury-plagued season last year, but honing her front row craft.
No contest.
And getting her first taste of life at the top table of English
Outside.
women's domestic rugby.
Stop in front. No.
Tigers will have the whiff of a try bonus point in their nostrils as birthday girl Karolina Kasikova screams into the 22.
That was a fantastic carry from her.
15 minutes to go for the Tigers. One try required for their first match point of the season. What an enormous boost it would be for their campaign, for their vision for the season as a whole. Dunn picks and goes round the corner.
Step back 16.
And there is a cohesion and coordination to the manner in which the Tigers pack are rolling round this corner. So many years Welford Road have enjoyed this style in green, red and white. This one, we get the biggest roar of the season for the women. Bitter goes half back. Abby Lee Priestnall, circle ball, Lingham to Henrik, but it's a great defensive read from Parry, who's been immense in the midfield. Ball breaks free, and that's
incredible.
The bonus point try.
That's so great. Oh, it's all kicking off.
Well, bubbling over in the dead ball to sully a memorable moment for the Tigers. It's a try that seals their first match point of the season, but tempers flaring. And it is illustrative of a fiercely competed match all evening. Here we go. It's not one straight off the training ground, but you'll take it, won't you, Grace?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Daly's done really well there.
Nothing clear enough for me. Those just need to be, yeah,
Well, I think maybe it was the over-enthusiastic arrival of Abby Lee Priestnall, wasn't it? I think
it does look like that.
Yeah, barging Kaylee Powell out of the way, and well, yeah, it really booted off, didn't it?
Yeah, it really did. Boom.
Bitter keeps us perfect from the tee. And Leicester Tigers have their first match point of the season. Here we go. Tigers, never say never, trailing by 14. They've certainly shown themselves to be capable of scores tonight. And Abby Fleming sweeps up a few loose crumbs, but before you know it, Emerson Allen's on her. I mean, Quins have to be off at side of the back feet there. Tawley's fast, but not that fast. Here they come steaming up again, suffocating these Tigers' first receivers. And look at the instincts of Lucy Burgess. Wise to it, precise to the pinch. And now Quins in transition, out the back. Pena puts a bit of air on it. Powell almost has her pass picked off. Parry, though, feeds it to Kildun. Orkin on the outside. Freya, foot to the floor. Orkin into the left-hand corner. And Quins' razor-sharp attacking instincts cut the Tigers to ribbons out wide. And on her return, Freya Orkin has a try.
Yeah, that was fantastic. A wonderful back strike.
Priestnell so nearly stole it. Kildun drew the defender to give Orkin the space.
Yeah.
She's looked full of running since getting onto the pitch. The kind of player who has been missing time in a pair of studs. Another conversion from range, from out wide. Claudia Pena continuing in the same vein as all before. And Orkin, awesome Orkin, down the edge and taking care of business.
My feet are always on the ground.
Quins looking to try and pass the 50-point mark. They should be safe and sound now. The main aim.
Outside, take it in.
For them tonight was to get this victory, to get back on the horse. They haven't won since the opening night. Bitter just barges through the challenge of Kildun, who clings onto the eagle. It's getting spicy in the final 10 minutes here. And Denny Ross, what an impact the Australian has made. They're going to look forward to many more minutes from the second row after this performance. Jordan Russell, release. Indefatigable as ever.
Stand up, okay. Tackle, release. Don't go in.
And Burgess to her vice-captain. She has got through a mountain of work. Lingham with Conkle wrapped around her laces. Smart hands in confined spaces. Or wide has just ended the runner going through the channel. Richardson clattered. There'll be some bruised bodies after this encounter.
Advantage, yeah.
And there's some advantage for the Tigers to work with.
The player outside of her.
Pickwick to Abby Lee Priestnell. Priestnell accelerates into Kildun and picked up and slung across the touchline.
Stand up. We're going to go back offside.
Ellie Kildare are very apologetic there.
I should correct myself, by the way, to the Pickwick family. Zara Pickwick, wearing 21, on for her debut, 18 years old for Tigers, another from that open day. It was identified, Tigers fan through and through, as well as a kid. This is going to be the fulfilment of a dream for Zara Pickwick to be out on the famous blades of grass of Welford Road.
Yeah, absolutely. Her family have been season ticket holders for a very long time, so this will mean a lot to her.
Let's just check this. Okay, 2 come off and 2 come on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 10's on. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. Trips full complement. Low compete.
Taken by this impressive Tigers line out, and they're looking to give Quins a taste of their own medicine. Ball there for Pickwick. She finds Priestnell, who's been so lively since coming on. Oh, Denny Ross cut in half.
No lift on the ball.
By Mikaeli too, who just loves to hit other humans. The Black Fern with a big performance. Still, Quins defenders race up looking to crunch Tigers. The ball crowbarred free, and a commando roll back to the line, and Quins fighting to get away from their dead ball area. Nicole Wythe is always good for a few guaranteed metres, isn't she? Burgess to Conkle. Tigers not letting them off the hook. They need to maintain their discipline as well. No easy penalties. For Quins, for Kaylee Powell, who eventually finds the touchline. Right, everybody, time, excitingly, for our viewers' vote for our player of the match. And Grace has kindly chosen who we are going to be poring over. It is the Built for Athletes player of the match. You can vote now on YouTube. You have the choice of either Leicester's Aneka Labery or Kristen Bitter, or Harlequins Ella Cromack or Caris Phillips. So get voting now, and we will be able to reveal for the first time at Mattioli Welford Road the Built for Athletes player of the match.
Just wait a second. 1 second.
Or whatever happens now, this is going to be a marquee moment for Leicester Tigers.
Are you in or out?
They've gone toe-to-toe with last year's semi-finalist Harlequins, and they will emerge with 4 tries, with a match point, but they want more. They want to end on a high, and it's a beautiful ball, just drifted into space, and the finish may just arrive down the narrow side, but a crunching shot is put on Amelie Anstead. Still the Tigers come. Tiana Gordon injects herself into the defensive shoulders of Quins. Nicole Wythe putting her body on the line, fighting through goes Morgan Richardson. She's had a match to remember. Still they fight, still Quins courageously defends in committed fashion as the Tigers keep on coming. Oh, just the hesitation from Leicester, and Quins steal the ball, and they send the Tigers all the way back to their half. Ellie Kildan shifting through the gears, gets a toe to the ball, sits up like a dream. And Ellie Kildan brings up the half century for Quins. The ultimate Predators try from the ultimate try scoring Predator.
That was a huge chase down from Ellie.
Oh, it'll be a sickening feeling for Tigers, having pressed so hard, so close for another score. But as soon as Ellie Kildan got into full stride, you feared for the lactic field Leicester Tigers' legs. A flamboyant finish from one of the game's most flamboyant players. Pena adds another pair, and
3 minutes.
Quins have a big score here now. Karolina Kasikova just beaten for pace on the chase back, and an Ash splash. Parry, so impressive in all that she's done. Can't remember a mistake from the woman who got the try scoring going long ago. And the ball wedged in, no one at fault. And one last scrum.
It's going to be a scrum, no trap your player. Correct.
And Grace, the word on the Quins' performance this evening.
I think she was also milking it a bit.
They've been really impressive. I think their use of their forward pack's been fantastic. They've really utilised their set piece.
Yeah.
And for your Tigers, you know, this feels like a big moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've shown real heart and real skill throughout the whole 80 minutes. It's a real shame that the score's not a bit closer to reflect that. But I think there have been real excellence throughout the game.
Time back on. Scrum, ping them forward. Crouch! Bind! Set!
The Leicester Tigers scrum turning the screw on Quins.
Absolutely.
Lost shape under pressure.
You can really feel the energy of that.
We haven't seen that too many times in this contest. And it does present Bitter and the Tigers as one last entry into the Quins 22, and maybe that fifth try will come. It's all for pride, it's all for momentum into their next fixture. They've got the bonus point wrapped up. And the contest is offered from Michaeli too, but she wasn't launched up quite delicately enough, thrown across the gap, so there'll be penalty advantage for Tigers, who are getting starred up here. There's another penalty infringement, and there'll be a yellow card as well.
19, off the bin.
Abby Fleming dismissed for the closing moments of the match.
Collapse. Use the 5. Ping.
Slight miscommunication and malfunction on the line out.
Okay.
Torley
First knock-ons by Green,
latches
second
on
knock-on,
to
plus time.
Tiana Gordon. And the match will end there, and it'll end in victory for Harlequins to the tune of 56 points. The bonus points secured in no small thanks to the work of Karis Phillips, who scored a hat-trick in the process of the match. But the big story has to be the Tigers, how Tigers have gone toe-to-toe with last year's semi-finalists, and they get their first match points of the season with a bonus point, 4 tries. Full time here at Mattioli Welford Road. It's Leicester Tigers 28, Harlequins 56. Grace, you're built for athletes player of the match, please.
Does it have to be a Quins player? Sorry, it was going to be Leicester.
Well, unfortunately, you only get to select.
Oh, I don't get to pick.
You only get to select the runners and riders. The people pick the winner.
So, well, congratulations to Ella Cromack for a fantastic performance and a player of the match.
So, Ella Cromack, who cut a composed figure in the 10 jersey in pink tonight, and like every kicker out there, remarkably, considering how many tries were scored, flawless from the tee, and none of them were easy either. So you're built for athletes, player of the match, Harlequins, Ella Cromack.
Ella will be really pleased with this, as she is also a competitive, I don't know, high roxer, is that the term?
Yes, let's go. I'm not a high roxer myself, but yeah, we'll go for it.
Competitive high rocks athlete.
Well, warm embraces now. I mean, it got a bit lively out there at one stage. It was,
Really
I mean,
did.
that's what we're here to see, isn't it? We like it.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it carried real momentum for the rest of the game. You can see how competitive it got.
The Quins will be happy with their work. They'll know they've been in a battle, and well, they delivered plenty of tries. The match has delivered plenty of tries out there this evening, and this was Karis Phillips completing her hat-trick at the start of the second half. You'd be hard-pressed to find much of a difference between the three, but if you do one thing, do it well, and she did it to excellent and devastating effect. But Tigers would not lie down and die. This was the try from Nadine Vincent, her first in Leicester colours, and Tigers were just dragging Quins back into the battle each time they scored, and they thought they breathed a sigh of relief when Karis Phillips went from the field, but unfortunately for them, Connie Powell was the next cab off the rank, and she had precisely the same intentions. A try there pretty much from the get-go, must have been her first or second touch, and then it was rinse and repeat for the Quins pack and hooker. Powell in for a brace. 5 tries all told from the Quins hookers. And this was the period where they're beginning to stretch away Harlequins, but the fights never left Tigers, and it took a few toes and shins, but eventually Charlotte Daly got on the ends of the ball that was loose and free in the dead ball area, and it wasn't just a try for Daly, it was a try bonus for the Leicester Tigers, their first match points of the season. And in the latter stages of the match, Quins began to open up. They began to express themselves out wide. Kildun with the assist. Orkin with the gas. And a tidy finish in the left-hand corner for the returning winger. A few good appearances from the bench. Abby Lee Priestnell caught the eye for the Tigers, who was unlucky not to intercept that drifted pass. And then, just as Tigers thought that they may get a fifth, Quins and Ellie Kildunn had other ideas. A sprint from one try line to the other. Maybe not an ash splash, but a Kildunn crash underneath the uprights. And it was job done for Quins, and past the half-century mark as well. So full time here at Mattioli Woods, Welford Roads. Leicester Tigers 28, Harlequins 56. Grace, what's your final reflection on that night, that game? I'll get to that in a second, because we're just looking at some of the other results. Gloucester Hartbury pushed all the way by Trailfinders. The Circus almost having their big top burst for the first time this season, and Exeter Chiefs victorious at home as well. Sunday session is Saracens versus Loughborough Lightning. That's going to be on iPlayer, and that should be a fabulous game. What a weekend of action in round 6 of the PWR. Well, it's coming thick and fast, isn't it, as we hurtle towards Christmas. Trailfinders hosting your Tigers, 1 p.m. on YouTube. That could be a fierce match. Chiefs hosting Saris. Quins are back at the Stoop on iPlayer for the visit of Sale Sharks, and Bristol Bears against Lightning. That'll be on YouTube on the Sunday. Right, Grace, what are your final reflections on that match? Let's first deal with the winners there, because for Harlequins, semi-finalists last year, they were 7th ahead of this evening. And, you know, some people saying an indifferent start, but they come up against some real big opposition. They got close, and tonight probably pretty crucial to get a second win of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a really impressive win. I think they'll be really happy with their performance. I do think we tested them in some areas as Leicester Tigers, but I think they'll be really pleased with the points they can carry on to the next round.
And like for you, as a Tiger player, as a Tiger fan, as someone who's trained with those girls and also kind of watched the emotional journey you've been on through the season, how big is that to get your first point of the season? Yeah, it's amazing, and I think we really showed some of our Tigers DNA there. In how we want to play and keeping teams on their toes. And looking forward to Trailfinders next week? Yeah, absolutely. The girls are going to look forward to a game on the road. Always good to have an away day. Right, well, it's been a pleasure to bring you the action here from Mattioli Woods, Welford Road. A memorable night for Tigers in defeat, a first match point of the season. But last year's semi-finalists, Harlequins, back to winning ways and to the tune of a half-century of points and a try bonus. So, PWR is shaping up for an exciting finish to 2025 and, of course, heading into 2026 and those playoffs. It's been a pleasure to have you along for the ride from myself and from Grace, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you. I'm in my new era. I'm better in my new era. New era.